Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Jack Jennings.
And I'm Sam West. How's it going?
We've got something good here today. We're going to be introducing Sam to Guthrie Govan's soloing, because you know who Guthrie Govan is and you've seen him sort of like talking about music because he's a great teacher.
Yeah.
But you haven't really heard him play.
Not really. I've seen like small clipped up videos on YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. And from what I've seen, he seems just mind-blowing. But no, I've never really digged into it and watched a full video, so I'm excited to check him out.
All right, yeah, this is going to be good. This is a series of videos that he did back in like 2007 or something like that.
Okay.
These are some of his most famous videos, even though that it's just him just jamming along the backing track.
Cool.
So for him, it's just another day at work.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are really, really nuts. So I think you're going to like this.
Oh,
Again,
cool.
I know you're a blues man, so this is a bluesy one.
Okay.
But it goes to different levels.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, here we go. Well, YouTube's doing this weird fast forward thing at the moment. Just got way faster. What do you think so far?
I think it's great. Yeah, I think with some technical players, I find it kind of hard to really get into what they're playing.
All right. Okay.
But I don't know, I think there's kind of this universal thing guitar players do when they're really into a solo, where you kind of, you really sort of like scrunch your face up and you're like really vibing. And I really feel that with the solo. It's really, it's just cool. It's quite hard to explain the kind of why it's giving me that feeling. But it's just, the phrasing, and it's just groovy.
Yeah, it's not your typical blues solo, but it's not your typical shred
absolutely
solo as well.
It's
It's kind of, he's got his own thing going on. I notice it in terms of very kind of quite free-form, unconventional use of like traveling through different positions. So phrases are, you don't really know what he's going to play next, because the phrase could go forward a bit or back a bit or stop into a bend, and sometimes when he's doing bends, he's doing like extended bends on one fret, so like dun da 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 da, like doing very kind of vocal style phrasing. But he's got his own way of playing, so I imagine you'd be a bit like, whoa, actually I haven't. What is that? You know?
I'm really enjoying a lot of the bends, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah, his bends are crazy. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Cool.
Well,
That's nuts.
I wanted to pause it after he did something, but I just could not press pause because he's in this flow that's just like unstoppable, isn't it? Oh God, he's doing so many absolutely mental things.
Absolutely, and I don't think it feels like too performative. Look how fast I can play, kind of thing. It's still really musical and really like just good to listen to without being too kind of obviously it's incredibly virtuosic.
Yeah,
but it's still very musical.
Yeah, it's really weird how it's not kind of like in your face, but he's doing completely ridiculous things.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think it's because he's genuinely being creative when he's doing it. He's doing really kind of stuff where it's like, oh, I wonder how interesting it would be if I tried this kind of, these strange kind of movements. It's not kind of like clinical fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is clinical fast playing, but there's moments where he's just doing really strange kind of like combinations of like slides in the middle of phrases. But I was trying to point out something. I've let it flow a bit. I'm going to play it a bit more and try to sort of like pause and show you some of the bits that my favorite
that would be
bits.
good.
There's too many of them really. But let's try. That part. Like it sounds like a slide guitar when he's doing that, because he does things like that. He tries to imitate slide guitars sometimes, so it's really weird, like bending and then changing to different strings when you're at the top of the bend. It was that kind of thing, wasn't it? Wait, no, that's the next crazy bit. We can talk about that too in a sec. See if I can find it again. There it was.
Yeah, it really does sound like
And that part, I think he's doing that thing where on a guitar you've got the same note in two different places. If he's on his B string and the G string, and if you just go a few frets apart, then you've got the same note. So he was getting this kind of like unison thing between the strings. It just sounded really kind of like maddening, didn't it? Really kind of intense, but just really playing with the idea. Yeah, no, I mean, because you heard blues players do that, that kind of almost like bluegrass kind of roll type thing, but he's just doing it in just such a kind of like quirky like twist to it. Man, it's just so crazy. There it is. Yeah, I just I forget how good it is actually until I watch it again.
Oh. He's like the opposite of Steve Vai in his like his body what's the word?
Body language? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like the opposite to Steve Vai in his body language. He's so like static and just almost like non-emotive in the way he's like just playing, but then the music is so so emotive.
Yeah, because we were just watching a live Steve Vai playing Tender Surrender, and it was like he was an actor on stage, and it was brilliant because of that. But it's really crazy when you see Guthrie Govan. He just gets into this proper zone where he's just producing all this crazy stuff, but it's a bit like I said at the beginning of the video, it's kind of just like another day at the office for him.
Yeah.
It's like he's coming, it's like, all right, okay, I'm gonna play with some backing tracks. Yeah. Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks like it's
that,
just
yeah.
you know, he's just so relaxed.
Yeah.
But every time that I've seen him play and he's improvising, there's just always something really off the wall and something that you didn't expect. And he said that he'd never really trained himself with exercises. It was always just trying to play what's in your head. So he's totally different to the other kind of technical guitar players, because I personally think that he's just so ridiculously... I mean, of course the guy's worked, but he's so ridiculously talented that I think he's been able to follow a much more individualistic kind of creative, well, I'm just going to play what's in my head kind of way, because most people are working their socks off constantly with technique in a really like methodical way, and they still can't get anywhere near as good as him. So I'm not trying to say the guy doesn't work hard, but he is just so technically gifted to be able to have that kind of freedom, head and shoulders above virtually every other player, and but just acting as if, hey, it's nothing. Oh, exercises? Oh, I never bothered. I just played. You know, it's just so... I can't think of any other super technical guitar player who hasn't said, oh yeah, I had a huge exercise regime and I did all this and I did this and I did this. And, you know, every other guitar player says that they basically they practiced, you know, their picking and they practiced their scales and then, you know, but he's totally different.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was pretty crazy. Guthrie Govan. So thanks very much for watching. I think that one kind of hit the spot actually.
Yeah, no, that really did. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Really connected with the kind of bluesiness of it. But there was enough kind of nuts, crazy stuff to really grab my attention at the same time. That was awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.